Welcome back everyone to City Skylines Apocalypse map, which I have finally fixed. I had to reconnect this bit of road because for some reason when it's not connected, none of the services work, causing the entire city to collapse. So, looks like we're going to be trying to bring back part of Europe then, because apparently Europe and Western Africa are essential to the existence of us. So, that's good to know. We can die. Well, we can maybe be able to leave that stuff. I mean, it's not really hurting anyone. Actually, the road design here probably is hurting some people, but, well, we won't really mess with it until we have to. Actually, let's just get rid of the ones that don't have any people. Because if it doesn't have any people, it's just costing money, really, and why pay money? I mean, infrastructure isn't really a huge issue. There's like nobody left in the world after that tsunami. There's not much left. Just have to make sure I don't accidentally cut everything off, which I may have just did. Okay, I only cut off Africa in my defense. In my defense, I only cut... I didn't cut everything off, okay? They can still go this way. It may just be... Oh, did I break it again? Oh no, I broke it again. Oh no, I broke it again. Okay, you know what? If we delete all of these buildings, then maybe it won't be so broken anymore. Let's just try removing them all, because they don't really... The only purpose they serve is electrical. And we can just really strategically move the electrical. I always do that. I never select the correct thing. Okay. So how about we just pull this line all the way to Spain. Or Germany. That looks a bit better. Big construction project. Just pull it all the way across. There we go. So they're not going to lose power now when I cut everything off. So now let's just destroy all of this. And this is going to make life so much simpler. Oh shoot, these guys need power too. Actually, I can move those, I believe. I can actually move those. So don't worry, not the end of the world. We are, however, going to free up Africa because there's not much left here, honestly. Just a bunch of abandoned buildings, broken dreams, watery graves. We can do better. And if we rip down all the roads and stuff, we can get a little bit of money back and hopefully fix the bug that is breaking the entire city. It is kind of sad, though. I mean, this was a great area. The beginning of the series was right over here. But times change. And worlds get destroyed. Welcome to Thanos Snap. Okay, so we've almost finished cleaning this up. Hopefully this has the intended effect and, unbreaks the entire city. I don't know why it was breaking it, but, you know, City Skylines can be a little bit buggy sometimes, believe it or not. And sometimes it's better to just delete. Okay, so this should still be working. That is working. The water is not. But we can just very strategically move the water. Oh wait, do we even like need it? We may not even need it. I mean, oh yeah, we're taking in way more water than we actually need. Okay, we'll just delete them then. Or we'll just shut them off. There we go, shut them off. Delete all these kind of broken buildings. just in case the cars are trying to go to them and that's the reason it's all broken. Okay. There we go. There isn't much left that the game can complain about. Like, we have fixed pretty much all of the issues. I'm not gonna say everything's perfect, but I'm gonna say that we're close to having fixed everything. We don't want to select trees because we're gonna make a very bald world if we delete all the trees. There we go. Okay. How about that? Buildings are all cleaned out. Is it working now? Yes! We did it! We fixed it! Ah, nice. Okay, so everything is stabilized now. Okay, that's exciting. We have fixed that. The population is going up. So much positive going on right now for the city. Especially the massive amount of demand for commercial and industry. Which, you know what? We can turn France into a commercial destination. Because most of these buildings are abandoned anyways. Let's turn France into a massive commercial area. And they will be supplied by, I guess this is a little bit Germany as well. But they're going to be supplied by Spain, which we're going to turn into a major industry area. And together, Europe is going to be the industrial powerhouse of the New World. New World Order. Illuminati confirmed. There we go. Nice. Look at how quickly that grows. Look at that. Absolute massive amounts of production moving in. So much commercial and so much industry popping up like no tomorrow. And we also have all of these areas which are destroyed in England, which we can also repurpose. We can make England into an office zone and make it high-tech jobs. And that should get rid of the rest of the demand for industry. So now we've kind of balanced out the world. I think that this is actually going to bring us to being green. We're actually going to be paying off our debt. The world may have collapsed, but Europe and Greenland may be the key to moving forward. What are taxes at? 10%. We can actually bump them up a bit. But I think the demand is more important. Because getting people coming in is going to be much more worthwhile than the slight amount of money we'll make. But look at that. The debt's going down. Wow. City's Apocalypse Reborn. It's now actually going somewhere. So this airport will hopefully bring in a lot more people soon. We really have to depend on that. This airport has got to be really loud, and it is really loud. How can we fix that? We can't. We have no money. So, too bad, I guess. Let's see if anyone's coming in. Lots of people are coming into the city. Oh, that looks good. That's a lot of people. Healthy growth for the city. Very healthy growth. So, I do too read chat. And thank you for being subscribed since 60k Snow Gaming. Oh, thank you for the 10 bits, Mr. Beans. Mr. 8 Beans, I highly appreciate it. So, as it stands, look at that. We've got stuff moving. We've actually got freight moving through. That's insane, because a while ago, we had literally no industry left alive. The industry's coming back. We're actually making a healthy amount of positive balance, and our population is rising. This is really looking positive for us. I mean, we do have a little bit of a deficit that comes and goes, but overall, I do see potential, a lot of potential. We just have to use the land that we have well. Like, this is an issue. All of these places are going out of business, then coming back. But, you know what? It would probably do better as industry. I mean, if nobody's buying anything, let's switch them over to offices. It doesn't matter if people are buying the products of an office. I mean, they'll make software. They'll make things that really don't depend on the rest of the world. Actually, let's make France into a high-tech area, an IT cluster. Let's make them into an IT cluster and pack in office zone. That should make a lot of money. That should make a lot of money. Let's turn France into, like, a gold mine. An IT cluster like this may actually help us a lot. The only issue is going to be people to work there, which we will stick in England. Let's turn England, actually, and follow Ireland by turning it into a high-density housing area. We can get people living in England who will then work in France. And we can get them products from Spain. This is quite the logistical hurdle. Office needs education. Oh, that's true, they do, don't they? Oh, you're right, they do. And so does high-density commercial. Oh, so let's do low-density commercial in France, then. Maybe low-density commercial will be able to fill in the demand. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Let's see if that works. Oh, geez, we have a fire. Oh, they dealt with it pretty quickly, actually. Okay, let's see if that's better. Because the low-density stuff doesn't need the, education. Okay, good. And then we can build more of this industrial zone. But where? We need more space. And we don't have the money to get more space. If only I could take out a $22 million loan. I don't think that's a thing, though. So let's look at Greenland and how we can restructure it to pack more people in. We've got some low-density buildings around the edges that can definitely be upgraded. We've got these guys. I mean, we kind of have to rip down these houses. I feel a little bit bad for the people, but what can you do? Over here, this big chunk and this big chunk are just... Actually, a lot of big chunks of land are dedicated to basically rubble. So let's get rid of all the rubble. Let's get rid of all the low density. And let's slowly move towards packing more people in. Because more people is going to get us more taxes. And more taxes is going to save us. Save us from the debt we are currently in. Again... I mean, yeah, it was a cool building before, but who cares what it used to be? Okay. Over here, this disaster response unit, we're gonna trash. We're going to cut down this power line. And right over here, we're going to build some commercial zone. Because you know what? There's demand for it. I'm gonna cut on this one building too. There we go. There's a few stores on the side. That'll drop demand a little bit. Bring our income up. Great. Looking good. So the population is rising. The question is, though, are we reaching... We are getting close to maximum capacity in our housing, though. So we are going to have an issue. At some point, we're going to run out of space to put new people, and then the population's going to stop growing. And we're $22 million in debt, so there's no real way for us to build new areas. We have to come up with a way... You know what? These toll booths don't really matter, do they? These are one way. But if we rip them down, maybe there's a tiny bit of area that can be zoned? No. That would have been nice. Unless... Maybe? No. Even then. Oh well. Oh, I guess that's actually a great spot for them to turn around. But they shouldn't be using the main road just to turn around anyways. So we're gonna just kill those. We have our kind of awkward road system here, but that's okay. That's fine. How to increase the amount of... Okay, that's a big issue. Oh, and I know why that's a big issue, because guess what? Fun fact, these are kind of essential. I know there's something that's free, though, to place that has electricity. I think it's in, like, our props or something. Okay, there's something that's, like, broken and free. Does everything cost money? Darn capitalist society. I'm joking. Not being serious. Okay, we do have to find a way to, We do have to find a way to get around this. Okay, I guess I will resort to move it. Big circle, drag. Nice. Okay, that doesn't look so good. I will be honest. So we're going to move this one as well. Let's move this one up here. Wow, that's a really, really tall electrical pole. We're going to leave it like that. We're going to keep it tall just to look funny. Because I kind of like it. And we're going to move this over here. And the electricity should be back. And the electricity is back. Okay, great. This right here, this ferry depot, has no purpose. And that's going to allow slightly bigger buildings in England. I mean, literally, even the tiniest amount of space does matter. We need to get people moving in. And we need as many people as possible to fit in the areas we have. So, that means maybe doing a few things that are a little bit uncomfortable, like ripping down streets. Actually, this street here is just taking up space. If we remove these, we can actually zone all this. And the most demand really is for commercial and industrial. Let's do this. Something. It is something, at least. Are there any cases of this here where if we delete a road we get more space? Not really, sadly. Not at all. Okay, so looking over in Greenland, I do have an idea. We can... I don't know if this is really cheating, but... Oh god, okay, so I think that's the furthest we can go. And it looks like it actually broke more zoning than it gave us. Well then. I thought that would help, but it really didn't. Okay. Let's question why these guys aren't building bigger buildings. Oh, because there's no demand. Zero demand. We'll build a few commercial places here. We have to get residential demand up. Because right now, we're not doing... Oh. Water. Water is important. Water is important for your health. Fun fact. That only moves that. Is there something that moves the... Yep. There we are. That's what I wanted. There we go. No longer do you have no water. But now you, for some reason, have no water. That seems kind of broken. Gonna be honest, that seems kind of odd. Okay, you know what? We're just going to move this road back where it should be. Sorry, all the people who just moved in. Is this really necessary in any way? No, it's really not. Costs a lot of money and it takes up space. Let's get rid of it and zone. Okay, so today has been kind of interesting for this series. I mean, we're getting somewhere. The issue is we need more industry. We need more spaces to put big factories in commercial area. I mean, it's kind of concerning because I don't know how we're going to get the area. We don't have the education for the big buildings. It's going to be a delicate balancing act. Ireland doesn't have power. Why doesn't Ireland have power? Because I deleted that. Well, Ireland, how are we gonna fix this one? Let's see, we had an extra cable somewhere. Actually, I've got a plan. Got a plan so that we don't murder Ireland. Ready? That's for England. And that's for Ireland. Nice. Okay, that's better. Fantastic. Yay, we hit 30 people watching and 4 followers. Thank you, Luke for NAM and OG Giriel for following. Very cool. So, the question now stands. Is there a purpose in having a cargo airport hub? It's loud. Okay, so we're gonna save. We're gonna see what happens. I don't think we need it. I think that we're going to use all the freight that we make, and that this would actually be much better used if we just had industry here instead. So now that I have said my thought, let's see if it's actually workable. So if we dezone this and go like this, which I know it's close to residential, which is bad, but we can't really do anything about that. Let's see if that positively affects the city, or if it negatively affects it. Because we needed that airport for a bit. We did need it because, well, we needed to get products in. But now we have our factories here. They're all set. And actually, I'll go a step further. Is there anything here? No. Is there anything? Ooh, agricultural product. Can you still make agricultural product? You might. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Let's see if we set this little part of Greenland to make a new thing here. Let's set it to farming and see what happens. I'm curious. I'm curious if it'll actually like build farms. Oh, maybe they will. They're not going to be like great farms because the land isn't very fertile, but you know what? that's going to make raw products and food. Yeah, I agree with you, Dema. I think it is a positive to delete the airport. I liked having the airport, but now we can get a little bit of actual industry in, and it costs way less, because that was really expensive to maintain. And I actually have a plan. Let's see if I can do this. Yes! Yes, I can. This is really creative and maybe cheaty, but that opens up a lot more space for us. There we go. Still hanging in there with occasional good ideas. Okay, so this one is kind of underground a tiny bit. So if we just... There we go. Nice! Okay. Look at that. That is a lot of potential there. That is a lot of potential there. Okay, this is still a little bit broken. Come on. Okay. And now we have a lot of farm area. Is it perfect? No. But you know what? Now we have a bit of industry in Greenland that isn't terrible for the people around it, because it's just farms. Oh, that's exciting. Nothing makes me happier than progress. And this is progress. Okay, well, we have replaced the airport with a functional little area of farms. And now, the question is, how are we going to pay off that debt? It looks like we have plenty of demand now when it comes to industry and commercial. So we're going to raise their taxes by 2%, which is going to bring us up. And look at that. Now we're making over 1,000 a week. Over 1,000 a week in surplus, which is dropping a tiny bit. But it's still chipping away. At this rate, we're going down about 100 a second, maybe 200 a second. So divide, so that'd be 22,000 seconds about. 22, that'd be 11,000 seconds divided by 60 would be like 500 minutes. Only like 10 hours at this rate. Did I actually do that math right? Let's check if I did that math right. I'm actually curious. So if we have $22 million in debt, and then we're getting rid of 200 a second, and then we divide by 60, and then divided by 60 for an hour. Oh, 30. Oh, I missed a 0. That's sad. That's really sad. Okay, so not quite. However, 30 hours. I can just leave it playing in the background for 30 hours and everything's gonna be fine. That's pretty painful. That's quite a bit of time. But the good news is, that number should go up. Possibly. If the population keeps going up, the amount of tax income should go up. And you know what? We can tax the people living... That's actually going to be the big bucks. The biggest proportion of our taxes is residents. So, we can raise that, and we can double that. Oh, maybe more than double that. Triple that. And now it's about 10 hours. See? Only 10 hours of waiting to get down. To get all the way back. And we can actually take out our loans as well, so that gives us a little bit less time. because we can knock out 250,000 very quickly. Let's check our electric budget. We have way more power than we need. Way more. So we can just disable some of these. Let's play Money Management. It's a very fun game, and it requires us to very delicately balance everything. Literally everything. Okay, so that, I think... No, we've still got way more than we need. Actually, we only need 2 of these. See? We can bring back our money. We just have to be smart about it. Okay, so there we are. That's the electric balanced. Now the water, I think we only need 1 actually. Let's see if that's enough. That is enough. That is still more than enough. And then sewage, we probably only need 1 as well. None of these are running, right? Right? Nope. And these are really expensive. And with only 1 of those running, we're now making 4,000. Nice. Okay. So that's exciting. Could possibly put commercial to 13%. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. Okay, so another thing we're spending money on is the water grid. The water grid is actually very extensive. And cutting part of it off, as long as we don't cut off our sewage lines, will save us a lot of money. There we go. And as long as we don't cut our power lines as well. There we go. We'll go in with the hand tool for the rest. Kind of scary, because if I mess this up, I may have to save the world again. There we are. Very nice. Getting rid of all of the maintenance, because maintenance is expensive. Very expensive. So now we're actually seeing quite a bit of money. I cannot delete that safely. I can delete this safely, I think. I'm just gonna leave the rest because I'm scared of what'll happen if I don't. Okay, well, we're in the green. And we're in the green. We've hit 7,000 population this episode. Looking at our population graph, we can certainly do better, but it's not the worst. We're kind of hovering, but not the end of the world. Definitely coming back from the nope, they aren't complaining. Definitely coming back from our disasters. Oh, shoot. This is set as tourist, isn't it? England is set as a tourist zone. No, instead, let's set you to just normal. Okay. Normal specialization. There we are. Okay, well guys, look at that. We just broke through the 22 million. Now there's only $21 million left in debt. And now we're going down about 500 a second. Which at 500 a second, it's actually becoming a little bit doable. We're actually getting to the point where there is there's a small amount of hope left for the people that still live on Earth, the people who haven't been killed. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for them. Uh-oh. Not enough fires for products. That's not good. So that's where the issue with the deleting that cargo airport is going to come in, because this demand is now very low because of taxes, and they're having some issues. But we'll figure that out next time, because this time we're all done. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. We've tried to bring Greenland back from the death so that they could bring back the rest of the world. And it looks like the rest of the world isn't doing too horribly themselves. Europe is prospering. And with that, I will see you all next time. Hail Vooperia. Bye.